Hi, I'm Josh Stevens, a partner at McMurray and Schuster. With the recent election of Donald Trump back to the presidency, a lot of people are asking, and I know we're certainly hearing in the firm, what do we think the impact of that result is going to be on the future regulatory environment? And you can imagine how the change in an administration, Democrat to Republican or Republican to Democrat, always throws a little bit of chaos into what the future holds and looks like. For purposes of this video, I want to just talk about privacy and how I'm imagining, and I'm not a betting man, but how I see the new Trump administration potentially having an impact on privacy regulation in the US. And the top line of that is probably not a whole lot. We have seen most of the privacy developments in this country at the state level. And that's a trend now that's been going on for multiple years in red states, blue states, and purple states. Privacy is at the forefront of legislators' minds who are really working closer with their constituents at that state level. We're up to 19 states that have passed comprehensive privacy laws. We've seen the passage of age-appropriate design codes in a handful of states. Washington and Nevada passed My Health, My Data Acts. We're really seeing the growth and development of privacy regulation in America at the state level. I suspect that's going to continue. Washington isn't going to have a significant impact on that. Now, at the federal level, there's always been this debate going on, at least for the last several years, of should we have a federal privacy law? Congress has yet to pass one or even significantly advance legislation on that front, with the two main sticking points always coming back to preemption and a private right of action. With Republicans taking the Senate and likely holding the House, and with a Republican president, it's possible we may see privacy legislation advance more along the viewpoints that the Republicans held. But it doesn't sound like comprehensive privacy regulation is going to be a focus of congressional leaders or the president in the next administration, right? We're hearing things around border security, around tariffs and other economic matters. Those seem to be the priorities, not privacy legislation. But the one area where we did see significant advancement in the current Congress is with children's privacy. We saw the Kids Online Safety Act and COPPA 2.0, right, the revisions to the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act, make its way through the Senate, then to stall out in the House. During the lame duck session, perhaps it will be pulled up, but there are probably, again, higher priorities in that session than trying to get the children's privacy bill through. If I was guessing what privacy legislation is most likely to make it through the next Congress, it would be that set of bills, because they do have broad bipartisan support. With regulatory agencies, the FTC is, of course, the key privacy regulator at the federal level. It is, a certainty that Donald Trump is going to remove Lina Khan as the chair of the FTC and will appoint a new chair. That may shift the focus of the FTC and, in my view, will probably at least result in a slowing of FTC activity as there is a transition to the newly constituted commission and a realignment of FTC priorities. If we're looking to the FTC to be the source of comprehensive federal privacy legislation, I doubt that's going to happen anytime soon, especially in the new administration. There is just a general tendency for the FTC under Republican administrations to be a little more cautious in its regulatory approach than under Democratic administrations. So that large of a swing of trying to set truly a national privacy comprehensive framework through regulation is probably not going to happen. So I guess if I was, summarizing this, and if you've gotten to this point in the video, you've probably come to the same conclusion as I have. It's that, honestly, the Trump administration probably not going to have a big impact on the direction of privacy in this country because that focus is still going to be at the state level. And there are other priorities in Washington than a comprehensive privacy framework. But of course, only time will tell. We'll continue watching, and there are plenty of other areas where we could see the new administration have a sizable impact. And who knows, maybe we'll even have some videos on those soon. Hope you have a wonderful day.